All right, guys, we are back, and I know I've been gone for a little bit. Some of you guys know I am headed to the Dominican Republic this week. As a matter of fact, Wednesday to be exact. So I've been taking care of some business, getting my ducks in a row before I fly out. So I haven't really been on the platform. I haven't really been keeping up with boxing like I normally do. So bear with me, guys. But I do want to talk about Canelo Alvarez. Surprise, surprise. But before I do that, let me show you guys something here. This is the official Coach Marvin Boxing Tumblr. You guys see that there? Got the logo there, and I think eventually I will make these available, so you guys can let me know in the comment section whether or not you like them or not. It will be greatly appreciated with your feedback. But anyway, let's talk about it. Canelo Alvarez, he is back to fighting Mexicans. He's back to fighting Mexicans. We all know Canelo Alvarez says he represents Mexico. He doesn't want to fight Mexicans, but he's done a complete 180 on that. And he'll be facing none other than Jaime Munguia May 4th on the PBC on Amazon Prime. So he's did a 180 where, a lot of us thought he walked away from the PBC deal to go over to the Zone. For some reason, he's back. I think it's a one-fight deal. And let me say this, I don't have a problem with that fight. I don't have a problem with it. I think it'll be an entertaining fight. I like Jaime Munguia. I think it'll be a more competitive fight than a Edgar Berlanga. And I'm interested in seeing how well Canelo Alvarez does with Jaime Munguia, who they have the same opponent in common in John Ryder. We saw that Jaime Munguia actually stopped John Ryder. And Canelo Alvarez went the distance with John Ryder. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing that fight. And another thing I think that intrigues me is that having Freddie Roach in his corner, I did see some new wrinkles in Jaime Munguia's game. So I want to see if he brings that to the table in a fight with Canelo Alvarez. So I do have Canelo Alvarez winning that fight, but I don't think that fight will be as easy as a lot of people are making it out to be. I think it will be competitive. I think Jaime Munguia has a pretty tough chin on him, so we'll see come May the 4th. Now, as far as the David Benavidez thing goes, I haven't changed my tune on that. Excuse me. I haven't changed my tune on that. I still think Canelo Alvarez is a duck when it comes to David Benavidez, his mandatory challenger at 168. He's a two-time WBC champion. He's been his mandatory challenger for a while. And Canelo Alvarez is doing his best to duck and dodge that challenger. And he's, like I said, this deal with the PBC is only a one-fight deal now. So he's fighting Jaime Munguia, keep in mind, who is actually a Golden Boy fighter. So it's a cross-promotion deal with the PBC. So he's not even fighting a PBC fighter. Let that sink in. I think the PBC might have been a little desperate on this one to let that take place. You sign this deal and you're not even fighting a PBC fighter. So, go figure with that. But, I don't think he's going to fight David. If it's a one-fight deal, I don't see him fighting David Benavidez. I see him ducking and running. And people have been calling him out. People like me, people like Andre Ward. And he just doesn't want that smoke. I think he's going to fight Jaime Munguia, then he's going to go running to the Zone to face off against somebody like Edgar Berlanga, a fight that I don't want to see, a fight that's not competitive, but they're going to try to sell you guys on the Mexican versus Puerto Rican thing. When we know not Jaime Munguia, but we know Edgar Berlanga doesn't have a chance in hell and he doesn't deserve an opportunity. The guy that deserves the opportunity is David Benavidez. The fight that the fans want to see is Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. But for some reason, Canelo Alvarez is reluctant to face David Benavidez. And I know a lot of Canelo Alvarez hardcore fans are going to scream, well, he does what he wants to. Well, that's fine. He can do what he wants to do, but his legacy is going to be tarnished. There's always going to be that asterisk there. People are going to say, you know, he didn't want to fight David Benavidez because he felt David Benavidez was a true threat. It's always going to be there. He can't live it down. He's not going to be able to live that down. He has to fight David Benavidez. Now, if he doesn't, I think the only thing that there's two things that I would accept. If he fought Terrence Bud Crawford, I can live with that. And if he goes to the zone, if he goes back to the zone, the only thing I think that I could live with there is if he fought Dimitri Bivol in a rematch. But it's apparent he doesn't want to smoke with Dimitri Bivol as well. He knows that's a bad style matchup for him. So he hasn't talked about, avenging that loss at all. We know what Canelo Alvarez is doing. You guys know what Canelo Alvarez is doing. But some of you guys can't see past your fanboying, your fandom to, deal with what's real. And like I said, I'm going to call it out on this channel. When I see it, I'm going to call it out. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care if you're Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't care if you're Canelo Alvarez. And when I see it, I'm going to call it out. And I've been calling it out. And I still think he's a duck when it comes to David Benavidez. Now, I will, like I said, I will support that fight with Jaime Munguia because I feel it's a competitive fight. But if he talks Edgar Berlanga, no way, Jose. I am not supporting that. And I think a lot of you guys aren't going to support that either. I hear a lot of people right now calling for a boycott against Canelo Alvarez fight until he fights David Benavidez. Give the fans what they want. Give the boxing fans what they want. And what they want is Canelo Alvarez defending his undisputed 168-pound titles against the monster, David Benavidez, the two-time WBC 168-pound champion, super middleweight champion, who is your mandatory challenger. But anyway, that's my take on it, guys. You guys let me know how you feel about, the fight with Jaime Munguia. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you going to boycott it? Do you think Canelo Alvarez is ducking the smoke? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.